are here.
Yep.
We are live
Boom.
on the heels of our signature pay-per-view.
Right.
From Four Horsemen Studios, the Money in the Bank Show. I'm Andre Gordon, directed by Dre.
I'm John Roca, at The Roca Says.
Johnny Rock.
Yes, sir.
Can we start
Yeah.
with Smackdown?
Oh, we're just going to jump into it.
I
No
don't even
intro
wanna
to
wait,
the audience,
I don't even
nothing.
want to waste time.
All right.
Because I can't wait to get
Fine.
to my challenge coming later in the program.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
SmackDown's pay-per-view ladder match.
Yes.
What did you think of their All-Star? No, it wasn't their All-Star match, but I think it should have been.
Junior All-Stars, I think they were calling it, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that.
All right, so you asking me my opinion?
Yes.
That match stole
That's what I
the
was gonna
show.
say.
Stole the show.
Stole it.
First match, right off the bat, steals the show. It was
Just
amazing.
call the police.
There were so many, great moves by all these guys. Like Cody had an amazing muscle buster. Cesaro was great.
The muscle buster on the ladder.
On the ladder.
Was out of control.
Good night.
Out of control. And the way that Ambrose skinned the cat
Yeah.
on top of the ladder.
It was so many great bumps and spots. Like when Swagger was carrying Cesaro
And
to
then
get to the case, and then Cody jumped in and did the flying drop kick. Wasn't that amazing?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes almost stole the show. That stole the match. That stole the show.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes was amazing.
The mustache. Listen, I challenged you, Cody Rhodes, with your speech impediment a couple weeks ago.
Oh, boy.
And you brought it at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
He really did. It's amazing how he was doing his finishing move on everybody.
Even when
you thought he was going to get the finishing move put on him, he turned it
turned
around.
it around.
And you really thought he was going to do it. You really thought, and I was cheering along with the guy. I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes is giving him a
Yes.
push because he's been jobbing
Yes.
for so many weeks.
And John, I just want to say,
Yes.
and I'm a man and I can say this,
Yes.
I did get one thing wrong this show
Right.
that you got right.
Yes.
You're welcome.
That's right.
Sandow. John called it. Roca Sight.
Production people, put this there. Roca Sight. Damian Sandow. I said he was going to do it, and he did it. My God, it was perfect. He did it Roca style. He snuck in from behind after everyone else had exhausted themselves and took the title. He took the Money in the Bank case. It was amazing.
Don't worry, it's the last time we have to put the Roca Sight on the rest of the program. We'll be right back.
Please. All right. Welcome back to the Money in the Bank show. We're moving on to one of the most boring matches of the night.
Of my life.
Oh, fine, of your life. The Miz versus the IC champ, Curtis Axel. Andre, you called this, to your credit. Gordon
Yes.
Vision.
Yes.
Well, what did you think of the actual match?
I thought that, again, when I can't fall asleep at night, I'm going to bring this match up, put it on my TV, and it'll really get me there. The only good thing about this match that showed me that what I think Miz should do, and I have been saying he should do, is when he slapped himself to get Heyman ejected.
Wasn't that brilliant?
That was good.
Brilliant.
That was the only good thing.
Right.
And it's not really anyone's fault. Axel can't talk, doesn't have much charisma. He can wrestle. Oh, Miz needs to work out some more and go back heel.
Right.
He's kind of letting himself go a little bit, I feel like.
Right, yeah. You were commenting that we were watching the match, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like it's weak.
Yeah. Plus, he wore that jacket. It was like, where did he get that jacket? Like, Van Helsing called him, wants his jacket back. It was ridiculous.
Edward Scissorhands was like, what? My jacket? That's what I felt like.
It looked like, yeah. You're like, what the hell?
He wore it during WrestleMania
3 years ago.
when
3
he
years
main
ago.
evented. So I'm sure he's trying to, bring back something, but it just didn't work for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, on the Phil meter, our co-producer, he sleeps when it's good. He stays awake when it's. I'm sorry, he sleeps when it's bad.
Yeah.
Phil was sound asleep during this match.
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't wake him up.
passed out.
I thought he passed away.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
This segment should pass away. I don't even want the rest of the time.
Yeah.
I'm digging myself out. Ding ding. Goodbye.
Come on.
You're back on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
For this next match.
Absolutely.
AJ. Oh, AJ. Oh, so good.
Versus Kaitlyn,
Yeah.
CrossFitter extraordinaire.
Now, can I get another Gordon Vision? Boom. Gordon Vision.
Yeah,
Boom.
absolutely. You called this.
Back-to-back champions like the Miami Heat. Listen, AJ is killing it with her Widow look. She even has a widow necklace now that you can buy.
Dude.
Which, if I was a girl, or maybe if I was a guy, who knows what I am.
Dude.
Maybe I'll get it.
You should. That finisher
Is out of control.
It's one of the best finishers I've ever seen. And the fact that it comes out of nowhere, and looks believable.
Yes.
It looks so believable.
Yes. When AJ put that on Kaitlyn, I tapped out.
Yeah.
I did. I was like, I give up for you.
It's like watching. And I love that it's called a widow or whatever it's called, because it's like a spider. She climbs up over you, grabs you, and then completely takes you out.
Now let's lead that in. What do you think about what she did now? Now the breakup.
Oh.
So we know.
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
Right now?
You want to talk about
the
later?
breakup? Yeah, I want to talk about. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
With Dolph Ziggler's Del Rio match.
Yes.
But my thing is, where does Kaitlyn go from here now?
Kaitlyn is one of, like I said, she's one of the in a list of many divas who are not going to be of consequence. AJ is going to run through.
She is
the diva division now. Yeah. Kaitlyn can go to the gym.
Oh, I don't agree. She is in fantastic shape.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
For a weightlifter. We'll be right back. This next segment is brought to you by USANA Health Sciences. If you want to actually get healthy, if you want to feel great inside and out, Kaitlyn, go to thisishowwedoit.usana.com. Real health, real life, your way.
It totally works.
We'll be right back after this.
Greetings. I'm the professor with your move of the week. Assisting me this week from the deepest, coldest part of Siberia is Red Sonja. And as always, Matt Practice. Now this week's move of the week is illegal, so keep in mind if the ref sees this, it means an automatic disqualification. The move I'm talking about, of course, is the groin stomp. Now what you do is once you get your opponent on the back, just kind of lift his legs and stomp the groin. It's really that simple, but again, causes immediate disqualification. Thank you very much, Red Sonja. Thank you very much, Matt Practice. Once again, I'm the professor, and that was your move of the week.
All right, we are back on the Money in the Bank show. The next match is Jericho versus Cryback. My knee. Andre, this was the second most boring match of the night. What did you think as you were watching it, other than it was boring?
Other than it was boring, while I was watching it, I thought to myself, golly, I'm right again. That's more Gordon divisions. Oh, didn't I call it again?
Sure.
Thank you. You want to bury horror with me and pat me on the back?
Fine, yes.
Thank you very much.
Good
Little
job,
to the
buddy.
right.
Good job.
I thought that
Yes.
Ryback had lost, like I said, every pay-per-view since Money in the Bank last year.
Yeah.
9 pay-per-views in a row. There's no way he was going to lose 10 in a row.
You did say that.
It would damage his character. Right. And Jericho, who I think is at the top of his game, let me just tell you.
He's fantastic.
I think he's at the top. I'm actually sad that I hear he's going back on tour with
Fozzy.
Waka
really?
Waka Waka.
Come on now.
Whether
you're a wrestler, stay a wrestler.
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
If he stayed, I think he could catapult himself back to a championship run.
Right. But let's talk about the ending was a piece of blank ending, right?
Oh,
piece
the roll-up?
of ending. What? I mean, like, out of nowhere, a roll-up. That's how you're going to pin Jericho?
This is pay-per-view, guys.
Right.
This is Money in the Bank.
And it did nothing to further either
Anyone's
of the storylines, right? Nothing.
Actually, it did. Ryback got a win.
Yeah, but he didn't win like the crying way. Like, if you're gonna make him cry back, let him go all the way with it. I think we'll go with it.
Maybe this is the reconstruction of him, and now we see Vicky Guerrero enter the picture as his manager.
Oh, that's the rumor, right?
I think that's gonna happen.
That'd be good.
That embrace they had. Excuse me, I just got excused. Look for it, Vicky Cryback.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy, Ziggles from Hollywood, Florida, hometown.
Yeah.
I loved what he did.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, he didn't win the match, did he?
No, he didn't. You know who won? Alberto Del Rio.
Another
Both
Gordon
matches.
vision.
Both matches.
The Gordon visions are flying everywhere.
They are. It's good that you're not insecure about it. Yes, go ahead.
I'm actually just happy to be right. Again, I'm used to it.
So why are you crowing about it if you're used to it?
Because I want to make sure
You
the
want
Enders.
credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Make them flow.
Can we talk
Make
about
it
the
rain.
match more than your need to be right? Let's
Make
go.
it rain. I don't need to be.
Let's
just
talk
am.
about the match.
I just am.
What is the match? What did you think of the match?
Is Ziggler
my God.
losing to Del Rio, your boy, because he is going to chase the title for the next few months.
Yeah.
Now, Del Rio is reestablished. Actually, I think this is more for Del Rio than Ziggler.
How so?
Because Del Rio is just faltering without his Ricardo.
I disagree.
I feel like he doesn't have the car, he doesn't have the suit,
Right.
he doesn't have, like, he's just coming out. Like,
Right.
they're not giving him everything that they could.
He worked that match amazingly as a
did.
heel
He
during
did.
the match.
He did.
That's what
He
happened.
did.
And he was fantastic with that.
He did.
And then both matches, he was great with his wrestling moves. The whole thing, flying through the, even the missed hits, like when he's going through the rope and
Yes.
right onto the ground. Great stuff. Off the top rope with the kick in the back of the head. Those two matches were fantastic. The one on Raw and the one on the pay-per-view.
Look, there's no questioning Del Rio's wrestling ability
Right.
and his ability to be a heel.
They have great chemistry, those two.
They wrestle together so well.
They really do.
I think they need to take Del Rio now to that next level. That next level.
Well, who's going to take him if it isn't Ziggler? Because
Well, I think it has to be
the
Ziggler.
program is going to make both of them. It
has to be
This is
Ziggler.
going to go on for a while.
But they've cleared out AJ and they've cleared out Big E, who attacked him.
Well, yeah, that was insane to me. Like, what?
No, I don't want to stop.
No, keep.
Fine. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Money in the Bank show. We are moving on to the WWE Championship Match between John Cena and Mark Henry. Now, we can tell by my partner's reaction that he's not a big fan of what happened at the end of that match. Andre, please proceed.
I did think this was going to happen, but I didn't want it to happen because
So this is not one for the Gordon Vision that you're happy about.
I'm not happy about this Gordon Vision.
Right.
This is Gordon Vision with a sad face. I don't. When is enough enough?
When he stops selling merchandise.
When?
That's when enough is enough.
He can still sell merchandise and not be the WWE champion. You know what they're doing?
What?
They are taking away value from the title. The title does not mean as much as it used to. You know why? Because it used to be the best wrestler in the organization held the belt.
Yeah.
Now, that's not the case.
True.
Right now, I don't recognize, I protest. I do not recognize that title as the premier title. Okay?
Look.
Until Randy Orton wins it and cashes in that thing against him. But
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will get to that. I'm sorry. I'm just so upset.
Let me take it over for a little
Okay,
while.
okay,
All right.
okay.
I thought the match was interesting. It was a great beginning with Henry completely destroying Cena with all the power moves that he was doing. And you were thinking, okay, maybe they're going to make this happen. Cena will make his run in the middle of the match, but then Henry will turn around and somehow beat him and get that title. And he came close a couple of times. But to have him tap out was ridiculous.
I forgot about that.
Offensive and ridiculous. The man is the strongest man on the planet.
In the world.
To have Cena somehow be amazing enough to make him tap out was ridiculous. Because the whole promo was that he would sell his mother out, sell his family out, sell everybody out to get that title. And you're going to tell me he's going to give in
And he sold out.
on a freaking submission move? Ridiculous.
I want to puke. I am tired of Cena.
Well, let's end the segment so you can go puke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have a bucket, please, Abby? I'm done. Ding,
We'll
ding.
be right back.
Come on. What you want? Come on. What you want?
We are back.
Yes.
On the Money in the Bank show. The Money in the Bank. And we're going on to Raw.
Woo!
The all-star version of the ladder match.
Yes, we are.
John.
Yeah.
This was really interesting to me.
It really was.
I didn't feel like it was as strong
No.
as SmackDown's
No,
match,
no.
but I did feel like they started carving out storylines directionally in this ladder match.
Yes.
So the function of the match was different.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was interesting because the SmackDown ladder match was all heels. This ladder match was all faces.
Yes.
So it's interesting to see who the crowd I felt was
Confused.
at times dead and
Yeah.
confused because they didn't know who to cheer for.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they were all faces.
I agree.
You know, whereas I think they enjoyed the all heels because of like cheering for and against is fun, especially with a Philly
And
crowd.
Philly.
Big shout out to the Philly crowd.
Hey, your
Big
hometown.
shout out. My hometown.
That's
man.
right.
That's right. Philly boy, born. But yeah, this was a good match. It wasn't as great as the first ladder match, but it
Right.
got better as the match went along, I thought.
Yes.
And-
Now we got to talk about to me,
Yeah.
the big thing in this match,
Yeah.
Paul Heyman
Yeah.
coming out.
Coming out.
Pontius Pilate.
And I called that
Yes,
while
you
we were
did.
watching it.
Yes, you did.
I called it while we were watching it. Heyman came out. I didn't expect Axel to come out, but I thought Heyman was going to come out. When
Yeah.
Axel came out, and then Punk did the
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep on him, and then Heyman turned on Punk.
Yes, he did.
So he is full face now, completely, and I'm
face,
really happy.
face.
Him bowing in the middle of the ring.
Oh, it was
wasn't that
great. That's the thing about Punk. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think now with him situated to face Lesnar, now we're gonna see some real wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now I think they're maybe even laying the groundwork for him to potentially take down Super Cena.
Right.
Down the road.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's going to happen.
And we are going to be right back.
Oh, wait.
Wait, we're not.
One last
Overtime.
thing.
Overtime.
One last thing. We were right.
Yes, we were.
Randy Orton. Randy Orton. We got both the ladder matches right. You need to keep watching this show. We know what we're talking about.
Gotten every
Got every match right between us.
That's you.
Bless you. And we're out.
I'm the Professor, and let's get right to it. In 1989, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard defeated Demolition for the WWF Tag Team titles. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard were known as the Brainbusters in the WWF, and this win made them the first team to have held both the NWA and WWF World Tag titles. In 1994, WCW's Bash at the Beach featured Hulk Hogan's WCW pay-per-view in-ring debut. It was also the first ever pay-per-view singles match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. And the Professor's pick, it's kind of a weird one. In 1995, at WCW's Bash at the Beach, Hulk Hogan beat Big Van Vader by escaping the cage. Now, there was a rules change for this match, because usually in WCW, cage matches were won by pinfall or submission. But Hulk Hogan said that he was unwilling to be pinned or submit to Vader, and Vader, of course, said, well, I'm unwilling to lose to Hogan by pinfall or submission. So they actually made a rule change that you could then win the match by escaping the cage, and that rule stayed on the books.
All right. Welcome back to the Money in the Bank show and one of our favorite segments, the Glass Ceiling Wrestler of the Week. And what the segment is that we pick a wrestler, Andre picks a wrestler, I pick a wrestler, who we think has been the best wrestler of the week, or we think they have hit their glass ceiling and they need to either go above it or just quit and go right back
They're
down.
being oppressed.
Yes. Andre, take it.
My glass ceiling wrestler of the week
Yes.
is Mr. Mustachio at the crossroads, if you will, the son of a plumber, Cody Rhodes.
Nice.
He has been held down under the glass ceiling for years.
Wow.
He's been playing second fiddle to Randy Orton, and he was with Ted DiBiase for a while. Ted DiBiase and the DiBiase posse.
That's right.
I think Cody Rhodes has the potential to have a major run.
Yeah.
In the WWE. Now they just need to let him through. He's at the glass ceiling. He's got his hammer. Now just let him through. Let him damn through. Let him damn through.
All right, can I say that is the first time you've done a wrestler in 5 weeks that I agree with? Because not some nondescript random wrestler. And let me tell you mine. Joseph Park on TNA. Joseph
my guys.
Park.
What are we talking
Second
about?
week in a row on I'm picking a TNA wrestler. Joseph Park is going, it's Abyss, but it's his brother, twin brother, who's been searching for him. He wrestles in a sweatsuit, and he is constantly he doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just learning to be a wrestler. That's his whole gimmick. It's hilarious. But then when he gets a move put on him and he sees blood, he becomes Abyss, and he goes crazy. I think it's a great gimmick because the Abyss thing was so played out. So this is a great way to reintroduce his wrestler in a way that's interesting to the fans and has a real nice storyline. If they ever have Abyss versus Joseph Park, considering they're the same person, it would be hilarious. So, props to you, Joseph Park. Props to you, TNA. That's my wrestler of the week.
Now, Joseph Park and Abyss could wrestle with green screen, right?
Oh,
maybe
that's possible.
Maybe we could wrestle him in a video game.
That would be innovative.
Speaking of innovative, we're going to end the segment early because we got nothing left in this segment.
That's right.
But that's our glass ceiling. Wrestler of the Week. I like how we say that in unison. We'll be right back. We are back.
Yeah.
On the Money in the Bank show.
Yeah.
And we're on our next segment. John,
Yeah.
they've made it through TNA.
TNA!
They get a segment this week.
Yes, sir.
Now, you have been more fond of TNA.
I really have been.
I have not.
Okay. You mean after this program, you're not a... But Gail Kim, Taryn Terrell ladder match was amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
And I saw 2 ladder matches before. I mean, like, that ladder match is on par with what we saw at the pay-per-view.
I agree.
Yeah.
My whole thing is they're building around the Main Event Mafia and Aces of Base.
Right.
And their new member is Quentin Jackson for the Main Event Mafia. They're
Rampage.
blowing it.
The Rampage.
Come on.
Oh, they had to work
First
a
it was
little.
Magnus, and now it's they've completely devalued, to me, the whole Main Event Mafia.
I disagree.
Rampage.
I think it's great choice for Rampage. They had to do something with him. Yeah, he's the enforcer, and it's great for him because he's terrible on the mic.
It's supposed to be
so
former
they're
world
having
champions.
all the other guys. Well, he is a champion of a UFC or MMA, and they're having these other guys that'll help Rampage get better, and it's perfect to surround him with better talent so they can help him become a better wrestler and a better personality in the program.
Well, you know what? It's good news because I now have a shot of being in the Main Event Mafia. I am the world champion of checkers.
Oh my God!
And
Stop
a 2-time
Listen,
karaoke champion.
That ladder match
So
between
I
the
will
women
potentially
was
be in TNA and Main Event Mafia.
Stop it! The ladder match is what we should be talking about. Gail Kim, Taryn Terrell, mad props.
No, that was a
amazing
great
bumps,
match. That was a great
amazing
match.
bumps.
That was a great
bumps
match.
that male wrestlers
That's right.
would be envious of.
John.
And Taryn Terrell, if you're not seeing anybody, my name is John, and I think you're incredibly beautiful. And I'd like to take you to coffee if you don't mind.
And with that, ding, ding, ding. The Roca says, hit him up.
All right, welcome back to the Money in the Bank show. We are moving on to the lightning round, which we have with our producer yelling out topics, and we talk about them.
Bring it,
Abby,
Abby,
bring
bring
it!
Vicky Guerrero versus Brad Maddox.
All right, this was cool. This was interesting because Brad Maddox came on during a pay-per-view to introduce himself as the GM.
With give him a drum roll on the show. That was hilarious.
It was.
I think he has some growing to do into the role, but I think he's
It's a
really
great
started.
beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that montage they did with Vicky,
Oh man,
maybe the best montage I've ever seen of
that is my
anybody.
screensaver for my computer now. I already downloaded it. That tribute to Vicky is brilliant.
Brilliant. And he did just as well on Raw. He did really. I actually am a big fan of the Brad Maddox era right off the bat.
I think Brad Maddox reminds me of a young Eric Bischoff.
Ooh, good comparison. Good comparison. Abby, what's next?
Oh my goodness, Rob Van Dam's return.
Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I was hard on Kaitlyn. I'm going to be a little hard on Rob. He's a bit older, but he did great performance.
How can you be hard on
Okay, his arms look like noodles.
Who cares? He did a great.
His legs look like
match.
spaghetti.
Oh my God.
But-
I don't care what you look like, Rob. You killed it at the pay-per-view, and you
Yes.
and you
Yes,
stole
he did.
Raw.
He-
That match
he
with
did.
Jericho
He did.
was amazing. Match of the night.
That was
should've
one of the
been
best matches in a while
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen on the show.
Yeah.
Rob Van Dam, he brought it. He brought it.
He really did.
And he had staples in his head from the night before.
Wow.
He busted his head
Really?
wide open, and he still wrestled,
that. Wow.
as did CM Punk.
Because he's a man.
Because he's
Damn
a
it.
man.
He's a man, damn
Just
it.
work out.
Cena chooses Daniel Bryan as his SummerSlam
Yeah,
opponent.
what do you think about this?
I will say this.
Yes.
The best part of that,
Yes.
when Cena asked Bryan if he would accept the match, Bryan came down to the ring and went, yes! That to me was the best part. I think if they have Cena beat Daniel Bryan in SummerSlam after, you saw the crowd.
I'm going to tell you Cena's going to win. I'll tell you that
my
right
God.
now.
If Cena wins, it's on. It's on, Cena. If you win this match, It's on!
I love how the crowd was like,
They're
I've
freaking
never
out.
seen that. That's not since Hogan have I seen something like that.
Fandango.
Oh,
Speaking of crowd, yes, my boy, my other boy, Fandango. The crowd was going crazy.
Which one?
The pay-per-view crowd.
No, they were not. They were
And
doing
the-
it ironically.
No, to your
The Brooklyn crowd was doing it.
They were
I
both
give you
doing
that.
it. They were both doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Philadelphia was
We
making fun
represent
of him.
Queens. We were raised out in Brooklyn. Fandango, come on.
Philly was doing it ironically. Brooklyn did it.
What about
hard.
his match?
Brooklyn did
His
hard.
match was great
It
against
was a
Orton.
good match.
Come on,
He's coming
Fandango.
around. I'm coming around in it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Damn.
We are coming around with our next segment.
I'm doing
We'll
it.
be right back.
I'm doing it.
We are back for
Yo.
our final segment.
Yeah.
The direct to you and the Roka Rant. We'll be talking directly to a particular superstar, Johnny Rock.
Yeah.
Who is your Roka Rant directed to?
All right. Last week, my Roka Rant was directed to the creative team in a positive way. This week, it's directed to the creative team in a negative way because I don't like what you did with the AJ Ziggler turn, the breakup. I thought AJ going crazy woman so quickly after a breakup was a complete mistake. And having Big E run in and clothesline Ziggler. So let me get this right. Kaitlyn can spear AJ last week. Big E doesn't do anything. But, the breakup happens and Big E is clotheslining Ziggler. Drag it out. You could have dragged it out. Could have had her try to win him back by interfering in his matches. He's not getting it. She's not getting it. You further her storyline. Big E starts to come around a little bit more on AJ and sees what's going on and then snaps because he loves her or he protects her and snaps on Ziggler. To have them turn like that, I get it, pushes the face turn quickly, but after a slow drip, to do it like that, I just wasn't a big fan of it. I wish you could have fixed that. That's my rant. Dre, you take it.
That was great. I agree with you.
Thank you, man. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what I don't agree with. I do not agree with John Cena.
Well,
My direct to you is directed to John Cena in a very particular, specific way. If you notice, my thumbs are taped. Okay? SummerSlam is coming. The stipulation,
August
my
18th.
challenge against John Cena is a thumb wrestling match.
wow.
I will train under the tutelage of Master Sensei John Roka. We will have a press conference with the paper champion. Keep an eye out. It's coming over the next few days or the next few weeks. That press conference is coming. John, somebody has to stand up to you. Somebody has to stand up for what's right. And if it has to be me and my thumb, I will take this thumb and I will defeat you in your evil tyranny of Super Cena era. Direct to you, John Cena. My thumb and my other thumb are going to get ya. And that's our show.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. And may I say, I'm proud to train you in this.
John, I am looking forward to
It'd be
learning
my
everything.
pleasure.
Look at that thumb. Look at that thumb.
Please, these
Look
have
at
seen
both
many.
of them.
These have seen many wars.
Yes, they have. If you want to get in touch with us, you guys, you can follow us on Twitter at Directed by Dre.
Dre,
That's
yes.
my thing, right?
At the Roka Says is my thing.
And at Money Bank Show.
Right.
Follow us, hook us up, ask your questions, sound up.
We'd love to hear from you.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Yeah.
Me or Cena? See you next week.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Okay, now that I have my thumbs taped, can I get out of this chair?
Let's get training. Oh, right. Yeah. Let's get training.
All right,
Let's get you on the chair. Let's get training.
Let me do my thumb presses.
There you go.
That's good. No pain! No pain!